One of the things that you spoke about these concerns about what is happening to India internally as a democracy, has also been this very, very dramatic centralization, and which is turning out to be a real challenge for how we function, as a federal structure. From the vantage of now your conversations with state governments, how much of a worry is that?
I think it's an important worry. I mean, you talked about rising revenues at the central government level, but those aren't being shared with the state governments. Often the state governments are, an effective outlet for infrastructure build. So if you want government activity, you want to engage the state governments. But state government finances are in a pretty bad way, in part because the center has sort of swallowed up a significant fraction of revenues through Central Cesses, which are not shared with the state government. This is a growing concern. So all this windfall that you talked about in additional central revenues, only a small fraction of it is going to the state governments, and the state governments are really hurting. So, I keep saying this, India is becoming too big to be run exclusively from the center, and that too, not just the center, but the center within the center. And that, taxes the governance capabilities of anyone, including, a very dedicated, it would tax a very dedicated person who worked 24/7. It just is not possible. And I think this kind of over-centralization, in fact, holds us back. Decisions aren't made until very late. Take something simple as appointing CEOs of banks. That takes forever. People are not renewed until, they way past the due date that is supposed to be renewed, or, they're not changed. I mean, appointments, when somebody is leaving. That should be made on time. That's rarely made on time. So, this is suggesting it's a government which is overwhelmed. And so I think the broad decentralization is right, but also effective decentralization within the central government itself is important. The hour. Too many people are looking to that center for guidance, and not getting it. And as a result, we get paralysis.